Okay, this is the patio deck. Duh, really? Yeah, it is. It's a patio deck. This is the clean out for your fireplace. This is your ash door. And you're probably not going to have real good luck opening and closing that and cleaning out your fireplace. Just saying. Another thing that I noticed as I'm walking across here is it's kind of creaky. Another thing that I noticed, and this is the same on the side. This is the same on the there's a ramp on the other side over there. But they've painted this deck. And when you paint rather than staining, then this encapsulates the wood. That's not so bad on a handrail. But on these boards, not so good. Because what happens is that it doesn't breathe. You know, any moisture that gets trapped underneath there has to come out from between the slats, and you got some good space in here. So maybe that's what it'll be. But basically, you're taking a jar and you're putting it on top of the ground because of the paint, and then any moisture in the ground comes up, and it's on the bottom sides of the wood, and it'll cause it to rot prematurely. You're going to get some use out of this. You're going to get a couple years use out of it, maybe a few. I hope you get some good use out of it. But what happens with that, by the way, is that, you know, it probably would have lasted longer if it had been treated differently. Just saying. See these ramps? This is the same one on the other side. But you have more than 3 degrees pitch. And while this ramp is pretty good because you can get somebody up and down it, if somebody was left on their own devices, if somebody was handy capable, they're going to have a hard time negotiating that ramp, especially going up it. Down, oh, they'll get right on down. Maybe too fast, okay? It's supposed to be 3 degrees, maximum of 3 degrees. And I know it's not practical. If you did 3 degrees, you'd probably have to do a switchback. But all the same. Again, we do not have ventilation. And for the most part, what I'm seeing is wood to ground contact. That's what termites like. Wood to ground contact. That's what wood rot likes. Wood to ground contact. See these steps right here? Okay. As long as you don't have 4 steps, you don't have to have a handrail. These steps are not dimensionally uniform. And I don't have my tape measure with me just yet. I will. I think they're higher than 7 3/4 inches. I think these definitely are higher than 7 3/4 inches. All right. So, you know, even though you have a ramp, I mean, these steps aren't really. And by the way, I'll keep talking, bud. We're supposed to have see these handrails, for lack of a better word. They're not graspable. So someone can't use this handrail. I mean, they could. I'm reaching around it like this. So, I mean, I guess someone could use it. But at the end of the day, the handrails are not graspable. The steps are not dimensionally uniform. Probably too steep, especially these. The deck's been painted. We have insufficient ventilation. We have wood to ground contact, and the ramps have more than 3 degrees pitch on them. So, you know what? I'm gonna look at something. All right. Hey, y'all, hold this. I'll get the. Well, for one thing, this tells me that this is all loose. Alright, it's a little loose. All this trim is a little loose, worse for wear. So I'm glad I got close to it. You can see how the leaves stack up around here. And then, of course, I'm going to get on the roof.